This is Ed Spicer, and this is www.spicyreads.org. Recently, I had the pleasure of interviewing Ellen Hopkins at the Rochester Teen Lit Festival, a marvelous event. This is the interview that Ellen did with me. Thanks so much, Ellen, and thanks for stopping by www.spicyreads.org. Hello, I'm here with Ellen Hopkins, as all of you teens will know, the author of some of your favorite books, Crank and Glass and Impulse and Burned. Yeah. Ellen, how do you connect so easily with the teens in your writing?
I think it's just because I strive to reach out to them where they are, to speak to them honestly, to talk to them like I write to them as I would talk to a friend, basically. And so they really connect to my characters because I create characters that are them, that are like their best friends. And so that's often a remark I get, is that it was just like I was right there watching it, or I was that person, or I just got so mad at her. It was just like my best friend, and why did she do that? And so I just think I strive to meet them where they live.
Well, I know from that remark that I want to be your friend so that I can have somebody that talks to me in poetry.
Sure.
Have you learned anything from your readers? Have readers commented to you in a way that has, added to your books or added to what you do as a writer?
Well, I certainly, because they talk to me and they tell me their stories, it allows me to really understand. Again, when I want to come to them, that I understand where they're living by them coming to me. They write their own poetry and their own short stories and stuff and send them to me as well, which is really fun for me, because then I get to see what really is affecting them and how. And so it's kind of a back and forth often with us. And I love that, and I want to be able to have them come to me and to be open to that as much as I can.
Yeah. Yeah, your website is really wonderful too, and very welcoming. And do you get much in the way of teen comments, teen responses on your website?
Lots. Well, and that's probably even more on the MySpace and Facebook and all those kind of social networking sites, which I'm really very active. I'm there every day.
Perhaps that explains why the line for you today at the Teen Lit Festival in Rochester was so amazingly long the entire time. I didn't think you had finished signing ever.
It was awesome. I mean, it was the best reception I think I've probably ever had. And I would say that kind of reception is growing as more and more readers come to my work and come to me and allow my books to speak to them. And so I was like, I kept going, wow, this line's not getting any shorter. Well, this is great.
Yeah, that's a nice problem to have.
Yeah, really.
Now, I read to you earlier the comment from the 13-year-old girl, talking about, your books and their appropriateness for, a middle school audience. That kind of comment is something that I see regularly, and it just amazes me.
The email that you got, how well written that was by a girl that was 13, and I have gotten many like that by young readers, that you're just blown away by not only their level of sophistication, but the things that are touching their lives.
Right.
And so these are things they see every day. You can't pretend they don't happen. It would be nice if we could make them be children longer, but that's not really the way life is anymore.
No.
And so I think it's better to give them the tools that they need to make the better choices. And so, like, by tackling tough subject matter and showing what the fallout or the outcome of making the wrong choices can be, it allows them to make their own decisions, rather than saying, don't do this. They know that on their own.
Ellen, my teens adore you. You are certainly, if not the most popular author for my teen book group. There aren't very many that are in the same class. I mean, we can count them on one hand easily. And thank you so much. My teens are going to be thrilled to see the real-life person behind Crank and all of your books. So what's new? What's coming out next?
The next book out is Tricks. It'll be
Tricks.
out August 25th. It's about 5 teens from different parts of the country, 2 guys, 1 gay, 1 straight, 3 girls, that fall into prostitution for very different reasons.
Simon & Schuster again?
Simon & Schuster.
Okay, they've been treating you well, and you've been treating them very well. Thank you so much for appearing on www.spicyreads.org.
Thanks for having me.
That was Ellen Hopkins at the Teen Lit Festival in Rochester, New York, speaking with me, Ed Spicer, at www.spicyreads.org. My teens are going to be thrilled to know that there's a new book, Tricks, coming out soon from Ellen. Thanks again, Ellen, and thanks for stopping by www.spicyreads.org.